internet, which boomed the information business. However, we dreamed a lot of things at that time, which were only realized half. And in recent years, the quick development of AI showed some light to solve the rest of the information business. That's what I will take a few minutes to share with you. So, to conclude the point, AI is not an option. Within 2 or 3 years, all of us here will witness the total change of the use of information, both inside of the company and outside. So from this chart, you can briefly read that the information from the source which happened until the end users to digest is a long way to go. There are some companies named the PRA, Price Reporting Agencies, which SMM is one of them, to access the industry players and get the first-hand information. And then there are some companies, research and consulting companies, to process those information into some reports. There are also database companies to aggregate those informations to create supply, demand, cost curve, etc. things. And there are also big aggregators like Bloomberg, Reuters, now named the LSCG, which is a very huge database and very complicated functions. So if you read the path, you can see there are a lot of dot lines in between, which are connected between our analyst and your analyst. It creates huge loss in the information transformation, because no matter how hard or how smart the analysts are, they cannot cover everything. So they cannot aggregate everything to make analysis. Also, it takes time for the information to pass through. The time is more and more critical for the information. So, with current AI solution, you can see that the middle layer could collapse, which means the information and the data from the first second we collected it could be processed and conveyed to the customer with the AI agent. I didn't know if any one of you noticed the report Shirley Wang did at the end of this morning was purely generated by AI system. Although it doesn't mean that the analysts are losing the jobs. No, but the analysts are empowered by AI with 10 times more efficiency and productivity. So AI, in general, will solve a number of problems. One is higher quality, because the AI can organize more data and make more deeper analysis. Greater speed. It takes a few seconds or minutes for AI to generate very complicated, comprehensive, in-depth reports. Also, broader coverage, because AI can handle those micro data with some macro data, and even with some news tag with the understanding of the computer. Also, it creates deep analysis because it passes through all the human losses between communication. So, as a boss, you can ask our AI agent directly what you want. So you can create solutions, not only the report. Of course, it analyzes the data and can generate reports, but it can also mingle those data with your in-house information and create solutions such as whether I should buy more copper today or whether I should sell nickel today, or what's the nickel hedge, the strategy I need to do, such kind of things. So, this is not a future, this is today. We already built an AI solution for different companies, actually requested by the customers every day. For those big companies who already built your AI team, we provide the MCP services. Through the MCP services, you can use your AI agent to read all the data we put into the database in a few seconds, and then make analysis according to your request. Actually, a lot of our customers are already testing that, and the most likely scenario is their boss would ask this MCP agent what I'm going to do, or what's going on for certain circumstances. And then they will probably create the reports every day. Of course, that will cost some token, but I know everybody of you have a deep pocket, so the token is not a big issue for any companies, especially mining companies. And for the second one, we can create some in-depth reports. And these reports are not only in-depth in analysis, but also could be interactive, which means when you receive the report, but you got a little different idea, or you have other information which was not covered by the report, you can ask the AI again by considering a different scenario or my understanding or my different opinion. What's going on? The conclusion or the rationale. And then the reports can refresh according to the new information you got. And everything could be solved in a few minutes time. And of course, like